to 2% total taxation. 1 to 2%. With the exception of right after the Civil War, there was a 10% tax to retire the war debt. We were the economic wonder of the world. If the government would limit itself to constitutional spending, in other words, here's what the government is allowed to do. Oh, we need money for roads. We need money for the post office. We need money for military. Okay, but most government programs and most government expenditures are not constitutional. So we have to get rid of them. And God Almighty, who made heaven and earth, only wants 10% from everyone. So Jill Stein's idea and the Green Party's idea that we're going to tax the wealthy at 76 and 80 and 90%, that's tyranny. That's Marxism. It is evil. It is theft. And it is unrighteous. Any other rebuttals? Dr. Stein.
Yes. So I agree that we do need to cut some spending, and that should be on corporate welfare and on the military budget, which are robbing us blind. Studies have shown that much of the inflation in the last several years was actually greedflation. It was needless increases in costs in order to contribute to the profits of corporations. We're looking at a massively inflated military budget right now, which is largely accruing to the profits of the war contractors, and the same thing with fossil fuels. Those prices have massively escalated, and the profits of those companies have actually doubled. If you look at Argentina, and I'm glad, Chase, you brought up Argentina, you know, an example of a libertarian government. I think it's the only one I know of. There may be others out there, but I'm not aware of them. You know, we're seeing at what shock therapy looks like, what public austerity and deregulation looks like. And from what I've heard about this and read recently, the poverty rates are up about 57%,
and we're done.
Yeah,
so.
And we're done.
Okay. Another rebuttal?
On this one.
They can keep going.
They are greedy, but it's not just greedy corporations that cause the inflation we're facing. Greedy corporations were greedy in the past. They're going to be greedy in the future. They're driven by the almighty dollar. What's driving inflation right now is the fact that we print trillions of dollars out of thin air and deficit spending. It creates the inflation that we're all feeling. It creates the pinch you're feeling when you go to the grocery store. Yes, corporations are greedy. This is why we need to get rid of corporate welfare like Jill said, but get rid of all subsidies, all carve-outs, all deductions, and flatten the tax code so more people can enter the market as emerging entrepreneurs. So they don't have to be employed by the man. They can become their own boss. They can start their own business and create their own economic activity. This would bring about a huge amount of jobs in this country through the free market, but we have to reduce spending. Deficit spending is the